We we are going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. They were singing it in the crowd, and I'm going to say it now. We are going to Wembley. We're going to go to the final. Whether it's 3-2, it would have been, if it stayed 3-1, even if we were somehow, some way would have drawn this game, we are going to Wembley. In my opinion, we're going to go to the final. It's as simple as that. Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. And that scoreline flattered Chelsea because we were way more comfortable in that game than the scoreline suggested. I'm not going to let 2 lapses of concentration take away from how dominant, how comfortable we were. I mean, we weren't scintillating. There were times in the final third where I was like, come on, got to do a bit better. But we were comfortable, and now it's down to how bad Chelsea were most of the time because they are rubbish, man. I'm not going to let 2 Garnacho goals take away from the way we bullied them. We made that ground our own. Arteta still has never lost a game at Stamford Bridge. Never in his career. That's one thing I can give him credit for. Yes, we played like crap there in the league when we drew 1-1. We got out with the win this time. Yes, it's 3-2. Yes, it's only a 1-goal lead. But I've got so much confidence that we can take them back to our ground and deal with them there. Because they got a win. They got a win at the Emirates, by the way. They've not won there since the Lukaku game. That was back in 2021, I think. So there's no way we're not scoring. And there's no way they're scoring more goals than us. It can be 0-0 we're going to go through. 1-1 we're going to go through. They're not winning the game. Whether they get James, Caicedo, they're going to get Caicedo back. Palmer. Whether they get them back, I don't care. Because I've seen enough from tonight to suggest that we can absolutely finish them off at the Emirates. But there were some, that second half, the substitutions that were made, some performances out there, it weren't great. But there were some that were very good. And we're going to get into that. First of all, like, sub, and share the content around. Every little like, every little helps. That's what I like to say. Every little share, every little helps. Every little comment, every little helps. Do what you have to do to help the channel grow. Now, I went into this game maybe a couple of days ago thinking that we were going to draw 0-0, that we're going to get a draw here, we'll play for the draw, and we'll get out of here with the draw and take it back to the Emirates. However, as soon as we got that goal from the set piece, completely different story. Ben White, I think he scored 9 goals in his career, 3 of them are against Chelsea, which is absolutely mental. And to be fair, it looks an awkward goal because I don't know how he managed to get that free header. And to be fair, both goalkeepers in this game were not up to scratch at all. We'll get on to Kepa Arrizabalaga in a minute, but yeah, Robert Sanchez for the second goal as well. He fucked it. I don't know what he was doing with that. But we'll get into the first goal. It did look weird how it went in. Obviously, set piece again, Ole. Big up Declan Rice. Big up Benjamin White. No interest in football at all, and he's actually quite good at it, as it seems. But yeah, fair play to Ben White. And then from then, we looked comfortable. I was not worried at all at any point in that game. Yes, Chelsea were pressing us. They were trying to spring some attacks. They were trying to get the balls to Esteval, mostly down his side. But nothing was happening. Nothing. I was not worried at all in that game. Even in my in my head, I was thinking, right, get the second goal, kill the game off. If we get out of here by at least 2 goals, we are definitely going through. And I still think we are definitely going through. However, it's to be sure that we are actually going to get through this tie. And but yeah, the whole first half from the goal, it was a boring game. I can admit that it was a very, very boring game. There were times in the final third where we did look a bit, lethargic. Saliba had a chance, tried to curl one towards the end of the second half. I think the Trossard chance that he should have probably took it a bit earlier. To be fair, we even had a bit of an opportunity as soon as the whistle blew for the start of the game when they got down Saka's side. But yeah, the midfield, we dominated that midfield. Yes, there was no Caicedo, but even if there was Caicedo in there, doesn't matter because we were so dominant in that game. Zubimendi, that was by far one of his best games for Arsenal. He has had a few good games. He had a few shocking games this season. I think it is a case of adapting to the Premier League because there are some very good qualities that he's got. He's got good ball winning, got good recovery. He's got a very good ball progression as well. He has had some good games for Arsenal, and that is probably one of his best games in an Arsenal shirt. Him, Declan, I'll get onto Odegaard in a minute. Him and Declan were dominating that midfield. Yes, we obviously had Rice on the set pieces. He obviously got the assist for Ben White's goal. But winning the ball back, progressing it forward, them two were quality tonight. And that's one thing I like about Declan Rice. When he's in that double pivot with Zubimendi, they complement each other so well. And I compare this to when Jorginho and Declan Rice played together. And for me, I've said this so many times, Zubimendi is like Jorginho in the style of play. The problem is Jorginho was physically inferior. But you can see how well those two complement each other. Now, to be fair, the defending, there are a few gripes that I've got. The second goal for Chelsea should have been way better. No one marking Garnacho, even after he scored as well. That was a bit of a shocking defending. And to be fair, even when the ball went across to Garnacho, I can't remember who it was at the back. So I think it might have been Saliba, because Ben White wasn't there at all. No one was looking over their shoulder to see that Garnacho was there, which, like I said, 2 lapses in concentration is not the reason. It's not going to let me, disguise how comfortable we were. And those lapses in concentration, we've got to cut out of our game because we have been conceding quite a few goals. Yes, the goals don't really mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, but we need to sort of fix up on that. But yeah, defense played well. Gabriel made some very good blocks. Saliba was very good. Quietly had a good game apart from that moment, maybe. If it was him, I've got to double check that. Ben White done very well getting forward. Jurrien Timber played well. I don't get why. I must be the only one on Twitter this morning that saw this because it was all for the Chelsea fans. Apparently, Esteval was cooking Jurrien Timber. No, he weren't. He wasn't. I don't get why this is such a hot topic. Esteval got the ball a couple times on the wing, cut inside and shot. That's it. Timber, playing at left back as well on his weaker side, had a good game. The whole defence had a good game, but Kepa Arrizabalaga, mate. Yeah, I was not every corner that went in for Chelsea. I was not comfortable at all. This guy from corners is sus, and he will start the second leg. I think even if we get to the final, when we do get to the final, he will start the final. But yeah, this guy on corners is sus. I'll be so real. And even the Garnacho first goal as well went through his near post, which you should never get beaten at your near post as a goalkeeper. But anyway, Odegaard weren't good today. Saka, very, very poor today in my opinion. He's not been his usual self at all this season. And you saw the clip of, you guys even probably saw the clip of Gyökeres when Saka should have played the ball across first time. But thankfully Ben White was there on the overlap just to feed it across. Now, I'll get onto our attack. Trossard, he weren't bad, but he didn't really do anything special. I do think he should have probably took it first time when he got the ball on the left in the box. But yeah, it weren't really a scintillating attacking display today, even though we did score 3 goals. But yeah, it wasn't really the best quality in attack. Victor Gyökeres, one of his better games for Arsenal. Hold up play was a bit better. Movement was good, but movement was alright. But there were the amount of times that the ball was not getting played to him. I did say this thing about Gyökeres. I do believe it's a mix of him and the team. I think it is mostly him. I'll be real, but you even saw the chance where Saka should have played the ball across by Gyökeres. Like he did, he did it. And then Ben White got on the overlap. Couldn't miss from there. Happy for him to get his goal. I think it was him who got the assist for Zubimendi, so he walks out with a goal and an assist. So does Ben White. Does Ben White get the assist? I'm not sure he does because the ball touched Sanchez's arm on the way to Victor. But yeah, that's about it in terms of the goals. The people that came on, Marino should have bagged. It was a very good save from Sanchez. I thought Marino actually played really well. Havertz came on, didn't really do a lot, and that's one thing as well. The midfield we finished with wasn't great. I think that is why we did allow Chelsea to have an attempt to get back in the game. But look, I'm not gonna let that that them 2 goals just take away from how comfortable we were, because we were comfortable. And I do think we'll get to the final. That is quite a few games away. I think it's the 3rd of Feb, I believe. And if we do get there, it looks like our opponents will be Manchester City. So, can Arteta beat Pep at the final? He's done it in the semi, and I reckon he can do it again. But we've got to get the job done at the Emirates, and we've got some games in between then. Thankfully, 2 of their games, Inter and Kairat, we can rest the whole team. So I think we've got Leeds, Nottingham Forest, and then I think that's it, I think. But, yeah, that is it from me. Happy with the win. Arteta's record at Stamford Bridge continues, and we're hopefully going to win this trophy this season. And I think we will. I think we will win this trophy this season. So you can clip that, because I'm normally a negative person when it comes to Twitter. But, yeah. Anyway, in a bit.